Yes, I can see you.
You can see my screen. So
Yes.
there are ways. So for the newbies on board, you are absolutely welcome. I just want to chip in this before our coaches come on board to take over. I want to tell you that where you are right now in your financial state is the best, because you being on Royalq and being in the Royalq Team Motion era, you are going to make billions of money. See, there have been waves of wealth creation over the past years. We had the first wave where oil and gas came. I believe most of us were not even born when the oil and gas was discovered. People
Yes.
who saw it and were introduced to it, what did they do? They quickly bought into it. And today, you cannot even operate vehicle. You cannot do a lot of things without oil and gas. Then another wave came, which is the second wave. This second wave, we came with automobiles, electricity. Electricity was introduced, and people saw this kind of wave and they look into the future because they know that in the next 40, 50 years to come, people are going to use vehicles to go to work. People are going to use, a lot of machineries, factories that are doing pure water, bottled water, anything, automobile, electricity is just all over in this kind of space. And today, these people who bought early into this wave, today they are making billions of money. And all their generations yet to be born, they are even making money down for them. Then we came on to the third wave, which is the internet and software. About 2000 years, I'll say like, is it 2000 thereabouts? Trying to remember when internet was introduced, Gmails and stuff. Oh, the post office people is, oh, this thing is nothing. It will just fade off. What is internet? What is Gmail? Oh, this one is one of those things. Oh, let's not, focus our mind on it. Today, you cannot operate without internet. You cannot even message to anybody without the internet. Even your iPhone, your Android phone, your smartphone, without a Gmail account, you can't even get access to Play Store to even download your apps. Are you getting me? So you could see the consistency of how technology, innovations, things are just evolving like that. And you need to follow the wave. Now we are in this current wave we are in is what? The crypto and Web3 wave, which is blockchain technology, artificial intelligence wave. And right now, you are in this era. Don't allow yourself to miss another wealth opportunity because you felt you don't, is one of those things. Just like the people who said oil and gas is one of those things, automobile is one of those things, internet is one of those things. Don't be like those type of people. Take action now. If you have not registered, you have not activated, or you've activated but you are not taking your Royalq trading business serious today, I'm encouraging you to take a second look, because right now we are in the crypto artificial intelligence era. And the earlier you buy into it, the better it will be for you and your entire generation. I hope you are getting me. So I just want to encourage you that you are in the best place. You are in the best place. Take every Zoom meeting important, attend Zoom meeting, every instruction that is given, follow it and you will make it. I can bet you on that. Follow it and you will make it. Royalq is the best blockchain technology in the crypto industry, in the sports market. Don't joke with it. Never joke with it. So very soon our coaches will be online and they are going to, take us through. I believe I've been able to encourage someone out there, and we pray that God will see us through successfully. Yeah, thank you very much.
Wow, wow, wow. Thank you so much, Leader Mimi. Thank you so much. That's so encouraging. And as a matter of fact, I saw a video today for the Nigerians here. Cryptocurrency is now is now legalized in Nigeria. So because when I started, the fear of some people were like, it's not legalized, chemicals, stuff like that. But now it is legalized. If I don't know if you're on my status, you would see the video, or if you're on the group, it was posted in the group, I think, you would see the video that cryptocurrency is now legalized. And it's not only in Nigeria, you see. The powerful nations of the world, they are already into crypto. So don't let anybody deceive you. Oh my goodness. Don't let anybody deceive you, right? That crypto is, oh my goodness, I'm so sorry for the noise.
Okay, it's well. It's well. So if anybody is around and you want to share testimony of your trades, wow.
Yeah.
Coach Salusi is coming on board. Coach Salusi is coming on board. I'm just admitting him now.
Yes.
Wow. Okay. Wow.
Okay. So I'm just gonna make him the host now. Or the co-host.
Okay. Yeah. Wow, our boss is in. Coach Salusi is in. Welcome. We are grateful to have you here on board. It's good to see you, sir. Wow. Everybody, I want you to give a thumbs up to Coach Salusi as he comes on board. Go to your chat box and say you're welcome. You're welcome, Coach Salusi. We love you. Welcome on board. Welcome on board. Give some love emoji. Give some love emoji. I want everybody to go to your reaction icon. Oh, beautiful, beautiful. Abbas Ahmed has given a welcoming emoji and some lovely words there. Wow. Beautiful. You're welcome, Coach Salisu. Over to you, sir.
Okay, thank you very much. I'm sorry for the late coming of joining the Zoom. I joined lately because of some force majeure.
It's okay, fine, sir.
Yeah. Let's go straight to the point. If you have any question, any challenges, or something you don't understand, you can drop it on the chat box. So as soon as I finish the presentation, I will respond to each and every question you shared on the chat. We'll go straight to the topic. My colleague, unfortunately, you should have joined to give you a brief introduction to Royalq. Unfortunately, he's having a network challenge, just the same loss like it happened the last time. So the topic for today is Royalq, why Royalq is a jewel. Now, there are several reasons why I would say Royalq is the best business in the whole 9 planet. I'll mention the reason and also talk about the unique feature that Royalq has that make it unique, better than other exchanges trading in exchange. There are 3 features it has, which is the warehouse mode, the sub-bean, and the sub-bean real-time settlement. That feature is what makes Royalq very unique. There is no any exchange in the whole world that has that 3 features. So no matter how you're trading on the exchange, that exchange don't have these 3 features that Royalq has. And that's why you call it Royal. See the name Royalq. Before I start, I will go mention the reasons why I say Royalq is the best business in the whole 9 planet. 1, it is a business that you don't give anybody your money. Your money remains 100% in your custody. Number 2, it is a business that is completely done on your smartphone. All you just need to do to get started is a smartphone and internet. You don't need to say, I need to know somebody to start Royalq, or you need a connection to get started on Royalq, or you need a certificate, whether it's if you're in Nigeria, or if you're in Nigeria, definitely if you want to register a business, you need a CAC certificate. You don't need those ones. You don't even need a degree or a PA or a secondary school cert to get started in Royalq. All you just need to do is a smartphone and internet. Number 3, it is a business that requires less supervision. You don't need to be supervise the business 100% to ensure that you make profit. No. Once you place your trade, you just go and relax. The robot will definitely sell off. Number 4, it's a business that just requires little time. It doesn't require too much of your time. Number 5, it is a business that you don't need to be paying salary to anybody because everything is done in your smartphone. I think with these 5 reasons, you will believe what I feel concerning the fact that I say is the best business in the whole pipeline. Which business can you, whether it's offline or online, where you don't lose money? Only in Royalq. Even if you're doing an offline business, say you're selling in your market, right? You have to be there. If you're not there, put somebody else, that person has the ability to scam you. You have to be there as long as you're not the one there. But in Royalq, whether you're there or not, there's nothing like you lost money because you're trading in spot market. Now, I'll just go straight to the last, the 3 features I talked about concerning the warehouse mode, the sub-B mode, and sub-B mode real-time settlement. I think I will share my screen. Can you see my screen?
Yes, sir. We can see your screen.
Okay, thank you very much. Okay. Now, there are 3 features, like I say, that Royalq has, which is the warehouse mode, the sub-B mode, and the sub-B mode real-time settlement. I think I will need to open my Royalq. This is somebody's account. Option. Can you see my screen?
Yes, sir, we can see your screen.
Okay, so if you're using an Android phone, you go to my strategy setting. If you're using an iPhone, you go to my policy setting. Now, once you go there to save a setting, right? I think it's not here, you will get it. Sorry. I got to. Sorry. Coming. Sometime. Sorry. Just give me some time to. Now. Can you guys see my screen? Sorry.
Yes,
we can.
we can see it. Yes, sir.
Go to your trade. You tap on trade setting. Let me use a coin. I don't want to use this. When you go to strategy mode, now you will see on my screen warehouse mode, sub-B mode, real-time settlement. Now, when you put your trade on sub-B mode, you are telling the robot, sub-B mode works with, you are telling the robot to sell the whole quantity it has bought as one single entity. The difference between martingale, when you put your trade is on martingale, one first call to fourth call works on martingale, means that from the first call to the fourth call, any USDT that is there, let's say you are using Magic One to trade, and your trade has bought first call. I've got the first buy with $20, right? Now you decide to put $20 on the second call. So if it has bought the first buy, which is $20, now it bought the first call with another, let's say $40. Second call, $50. Third call, $60. Fourth call, $70. Now, from the first call, first buy, first call, second call, third call, and fourth call, the robot will sell it as a single entity. That is to say, when you sum up 20 plus 40 will give you 60, 60 plus 50 will give you 110, 110 plus 60, 170, 170 plus 70 will give you 240. So you will now have 240 when you summed what you have from the first buy, first call up to the fourth call. Now, the robot sells this as a single entity. Let's say you are taking profit of 2%. The robot will sell and give you 2% of 240. If you go to your calculator, 2% of 240, it means 2% of 240 will give you 2/100 times 240. That's like 4.8. It means it will sell and give you $4.8 as profit. That's if you're taking 2%. If I'm not mistaken, that's what you should get. It will sell it as a single entity. Now, if it buys the fifth call with another, let's say $60, you will now have $300 on the coin. Now, when you put it on whole warehouse mode, as you know, the first call upward, the fifth call upward, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, upward, up to 100, which is the maximum, the robot can sell it as a different entity. Now, when your robot has bought the fifth call with your $60 added to the $240, you now have $300 on the coin. If you go and put it on whole warehouse mode, you are telling the robot to completely sell first call, second call, third call, fourth call, up to the fifth call, totaling $300 on the coin as a single entity and give you 2% if you're taking 2%. Or if you're taking 1%, it should give you 1% of $300. So if you're taking 1%, you get what? 1/100 times 300, which is $3 as profit. That is the meaning of whole warehouse mode. And if it is on whole warehouse mode and you allow...
Internet is
breaking. You say?
It's clear.
It's clear on this side.
Okay, so if you put it on whole warehouse mode, even if it has bought the seventh call, you are telling the robot to sell everything, the number of USDT on the coin from the first call to the seventh call. It should sell everything and give you the take profit you allocated for it. Let's say from the first call to the seventh call, you have $500, and you decide to switch it and put it on whole warehouse mode. You are telling the robot to sell and give. If you're taking a profit of 5%, you are telling the robot to sell completely. You should not sell first call, you should not sell fifth call, sixth call, and seventh call as a different entity. It should sell everything as a single entity and give you the profit of 5% that you are taking. That's 5/100 times 500. You will see that you make $25. $25. That's what you're telling the robot to do. If you put it on. So that's what you're telling the robot to do if you put it on whole warehouse mode. And if you allow
it to be on hold warehouse mode and it picks the 5th call or the 6th call and it's on hold warehouse mode, you cannot switch it back to sub-beam mode or sub-beam mode real-time settlement, which is very important. Why you see that whenever you see RQTML signals, we find out that we always see sub-beam real-time SBR, sub-beam real-time settlement on the signal. Now, that is the warehouse mode. But if you decide to put it on sub-beam mode, that is to say, sub-beam mode, this, and you start a trade, this sub-beam mode and sub-beam mode real-time settlement works for 5th call and above. 5th call, 6th call, 7th call, 8th call, 9th call, up to the maximum 100 call. You are telling the robot that, robot, Royalq, once you buy my 5th call, and you want to sell my 5th call, because the robot sells 1st call to the 4th call as a single entity. But from 5th call, you can change the take profit. But we RQTML usually use 1.3% on 5th call and above, 6th call, 7th call. If you have used our signal before, you will see that 5th call to 6th call, 7th call, 8th call, we use 1.3%. So you are telling the robot to sell this. If you have 10 USDT on 5th call, you should sell it and give you 1.3% of $10. If you have $20 on the 6th call, you should sell and give you 1.3% of $20. If you have $30 on the 7th call, you should sell and give you 1.3% of $30. You can see, I can decide to change this 1.3 to 2%. It's up to you, but we use 1.3% because we want it to quickly sell off. It can do movement. It can move here around this place. Sometimes 10 times, sometimes 20 times, sometimes. It depends on how many USDT is on there. Now, if you put it on sub-beam mode, that is to say, you put it here, and maybe you are using 20 margin calls and put it here, you are telling the robot, once it has bought the 5th call, 6th call, 7th call, 8th call, what does it do? You want it to 5th call, 6th call, 7th call, 8th call, 9th call, upward. You want it to buy, sell, and not give you a profit. It should sell and take the profit to buy the coin again. That's what you're telling the robot. Robot, once you buy my 5th call and you want to sell 5th call or 6th call or 7th call or 8th call or 9th call, anytime you sell any of them, don't give me my profit. You will see the robot tells you there are new sale, but if you go to your revenue, you will not see the profit. It has used the profit to buy that coin again, just so you should reduce the floating loss. That's for those that really understand it, that they don't really care. They want the robot to keep buying, using their profit to buy so that they'll come out with mega profit. You can put it like that. You will see there are new sale in your Royalq, but you will not see the profit in your revenue. It means everything is in your Binance. That is the what? That is sub-beam mode. But if you see sub-beam mode real-time settlement, as you can see in RQTML signal, you see SMRST, sub-beam mode real-time settlement, SMRTS, sub-beam mode SMRTS, sub-beam mode real-time settlement. That's what you see in RQTML signal. If you put it here, you are telling the robot, from the 5th call upward, let's say you're using 20 margin call, 5th call to 20 margin call, anytime you sell any of them, I'm taking 1.3% from the 5th call to the 20th call. Please, who is that?
And they have those that white note that comes up.
Please, can you mute the person?
Abu will beat Boris. When Boris misbehaves, the owner say don't beat Boris. Abu will beat Boris. The owner will not beat Boris. The day Boris wanted to enter into the house, the owner told Boris, you can't enter. Boris,
are you still there?
Hit him on the face.
Mr.
Can you just mute the person?
I can't. Okay. All right.
Now, if you put it on sub-beam mode, real-time settlement, you are telling the robot that, robot, once you buy my fifth call, sixth call, if you are using 20 margin call, fifth call to 28 margin call, sell and give me 1.3% of whatever USDT is allocated for fifth call, sixth call, seventh call, up to the 20th call, and give me 1.3%. Remember, I say this 1.3% is in distributed take profit allocation. You see from the fifth call upward, you can decide to change it, but we are using 1.3% as standard. So we want the robot to quickly buy, sell for us between the fifth call upwards. So it will sell and give you your profit. When you see your robot that a new sell, you go back to revenue, you see it there. Anybody that is using RQ Magic 1 and he stick to the rules, he will find out that anytime the robot sells between the fifth call to the 20th call, so long as it's on sub-beam mode real-time settlement, he will see the profit on his revenue. That's the difference. But most important point to note is immediately you pick a signal, ensure before you start is on sub-beam real-time settlement. It's very, very important. Ensure before you start is on sub-beam real-time settlement. Because if you don't put it like that, once the robot buys the fifth call and is not on sub-beam, let's say it's on warehouse mode, you cannot switch it back. I think there's someone that that made that silly mistake until today. She's waiting for the coin to sell off. Instead of making more money, she can't even open margin call on the coin. So that's the difference between the three of them. I want to believe everybody understand it. Once before you place any trade, ensure you check which mode the trade is before you place it, just so you don't go and make mistake. So these three features you're seeing are features that you cannot see in any exchange, whether it's Binance, Huobi, or Coinbase, or Currency. You can't see these features there. This is why Royalq is unique. This is what makes Royalq unique. This is what makes the feature unique. I want to believe I've done justice to this topic for today. Why Royalq is a jewel. You can't find this tool anywhere online. There's no system that has it. And Royalq has 7 sources of income. If you have capital, remember, if you have good capital, you don't need to make much. Just put your capital and make more your money. I was talking to a colleague of mine a few days ago. He was saying that just imagine he has 20 people that understand how to trade. They know he will train them and make sure that they master how to trade, and each of them are trading with 10 million. The unity is your key. You don't need to kill yourself with building a team if you have those kind of people, because your assets will keep giving you money, minting money for you. Right? That's another strategy. But if you don't have the capital, you need to make noise. It is from that noise that you will get capital to increase, you get money to increase your capital. It's all about capital. If you have it, if you have small capital, it's all about compounding, no matter how small. You can compound $100 for the next 1 year and see how far you would go. I want to say thank you very much for listening to this topic. In case you have any question, like I say, you drop it on the chat box. I can see someone's hand is raised. Let me attend to those questions on the chat box. So somebody says, so warehouse mode only gives profit imputed when the coin sells. Yes, the profit you imputed, it gives you the profit when the coin sells, when it sells between fourth call to the first call. All the USDT there, it will sell it and give you the profit that you inserted. With a small capital, it is about to use real-time mode, right? If you have a small capital, I recommend you use Magic 3 compounding and put it on compounding mode. If you have not watched our video concerning compounding, go and watch it. Compound $100 for the next 1 year, you will be glad you did if you don't have capital. Now, I think I'm done with the question on the chat box. I cannot see anywhere. Can you change your strategy mode in case you have already set it up to it? Yes, if you can change it, provided that it has not bought the fifth call. Once it buys the fifth call and it was on warehouse mode, you cannot switch it back to sub B mode anytime settlements. You can't do that. And one another thing is, if once your trade is buying and selling for you, you need to once in a while, not every time, once in a while, check your assets. Check your assets, so just so your assets will not finish. Because once your assets finish, the robot will not sell again. Will not buy and sell for you to stop working. So you can go and fund your asset where you can just tap on deposit. I think I will show you guys. Once you tap on asset, you tap on deposit, tap on deposit, you copy your wallet address, you go to your Binance, ensure you are sending USDT and using TRC20 network. Binance will take $1 if you're sending from Binance and send it to this wallet address. It's that simple. Right? So please, what does it mean when we get a message that insufficient fund? Like you say, Queen BC, you are asking this question. If you go to your Royalq, you can adjust the, where is your Royalq? You can adjust the, go to this place, tap on this. You tap on this, what is it called? Asset. Now, at the top of my screen, right, you see this icon, certain icon. Once you tap on it there, you can come to this place and adjust the setting. If you leave it at 10, you're telling the robot to keep reminding you when your USDT in your Royalq account has reached 10. It should keep reminding you that you need to fund. But you can reduce it to 3 or 4. So that when it gets to $3, it should remind you. Well, so I recommend you put it on 5 or 4. So that once it get to $4, it should keep reminding you. You start seeing insufficient funds. Once it get to $2, it will stop working. Your Royalq will stop working. That's why it's important. Once in a while, you keep checking once in a while. Anytime your robot says, depending on how you set you, if you put $300 and you want to make 20% of $300, you want to make 20% of $300, just fund your account to a certain amount of. If you want to make, let's say you have $300, right, and you want to make whatever amount you want to make as profit, you can just do the calculation so that you put 20% of that amount you want to make on your Royalq. So once it gets there, it will take out the 20% from there. So that's what it means, sorry. My someone says, at what time the business close in a day to actually know what you gain for the day? It makes use of Singapore time. 5 p.m. every day starts. Once it's 5 p.m., that's when it will start the other day, right? It closes another 5 p.m. That's 24 hours. My coach, please, which magic strategy would you recommend for $1,000? If you have $1,000, I recommend you trade with Magic One. What do you think about 3 coins using Magic One? Magic One each. Of course, 3 coins. Don't forget, the recommendation of RQTMI is to use trade minimum 3 coins. Somebody say, I can trade 1 coin. Yes, you can. But don't forget, you are trading 3 coins because if this one does not do well today, pump, the other one can't pump. Let's say I'm trading T-Fuel or Gala, T-Fuel, Gala, and Comp. Now you see Comp did 15% today. So if I was trading only, for instance, let's say Mask that is going down. Now you see that it should just be going and buy my margin calls. But if my Comp would have gone and give me 15%. That's the advantage of trading multiple coins. So minimum number of coins to trade is 3, maximum is 10 on one shot. Now, if you have $1,000, you can decide to trade 320, 400. So you are trading 3 coins. It's that simple. So if this one if this one does not pump today, this one will pump. But it depends on how you pick the signal, how you enter the trade. So my trade disappears when I trade and rebind my robot with Binance yesterday. I think this issue, some people were having this issue when Royalq was trying to update their app. Was it 2 weeks ago or last week? A week ago, you have to rebind, unbind and bind. But when you do unbind and bind, delete all API and bind again. I still don't understand. I don't want to know what Queen BC, if you're on this call, if you're okay, Queen BC, if you're on this call, you can unmute yourself and explain yourself because I don't understand what you're saying.
Okay. Okay. Good evening. Thank you
Yeah,
so much. Yes, it's still about the insufficient funds that you said I should check my asset. Now, number one, what's the minimum that should be there? Or what's the maximum that should be there? Or how do I calculate whether I'm low or not? And then is it that I will need to keep replenishing or what? Because, is it that for every trade the bot is doing, it takes out of it. So that means that amount will constantly be depleted or what? I don't understand.
I'll make you co-host. Share your screen.
Okay, thank you.
If you, Queen BC is very inquisitive. I really love what she's doing. She really wants to understand Royalq very well. If you are quiet and you are just attending Zoom meeting, you are not asking questions. The goal of every Zoom meeting is to ensure that you are getting better day by day. What you are yesterday, you are better today. Anytime you are attending Zoom meeting. If you just come on Zoom meeting and you're just listening like radio and you're not asking questions, I don't know when you would understand Royalq. And let's say you're not even going back to ask questions, watch the YouTube videos and ask questions. I don't care whether you are in T-Motion International, whether you are together, you are in my structure or not, we don't care. So long as you have a challenge, just come on Zoom and ask. We will find a lasting solution to it. And the reason why you are having this Zoom session for everyone in the community is to ensure that if you come on Zoom and you ask your question, as we provide an answer to that your question, others will also hear the answer. If you're on this call and you're maybe a V2 member or V3 member or V4 member, as I provide an answer to that question, your team member, one of them might also have that same question, that same challenge. Because you have an answer that you listen to in a Zoom, you just get once he asks you what is it, you just decide, you just give the person the right answer. That's why we're doing this Zoom, and that's why we are accommodating every question or every challenge somebody asks. And Daylight, if you're on this call, be patient, I will attend to you. Daylight, if you're on this call, Daylight Communication, I think it's Daylight Communication. So if you're on this call, be patient, I would attend to you.
No problem.
Queen BC,
Yes, please.
do you understand what I explained for today's class concerning warehouse mode, sub-bin mode, and settlement?
Yes, I do.
Okay. Now share your screen. You see you are having $8.3. The robot has been buying and selling for you. If you go back, how much have you deposited since you, tap on, if you want to know how much you have deposited so far here in your asset, go to your asset. You will see at the top right corner, you see something that looks like a white paper in a very tiny blue circle. Now, this is what you have deposited in your Royalq since you started. Since you activated your boat, you have deposited $149. And I want to believe you used 120 to activate your robot, isn't it?
Yes.
So now you see, if you use 120 to activate your robot, you will be left with what? You will be left with $29. No, yeah. If you remove 120 from 140, you will be left with $29. So that $29, right? Now you are seeing $8 in your Royalq. Go to your revenue detail. 8.3 revenue detail. You have made $103 so far. Yeah. Now, if you go to your calculator, 103.48, 20% of 103.48 is what Royalq has removed from your asset. 20%.
Okay. Now, and the asset is that 149, okay?
No, the asset, the 149 you are seeing there is the money you deposited when you started Royalq. And from that money, you activated a robot, isn't it?
Yes, that's correct.
Now you'll be left with $29.
Yes.
Now, for now, you have made 103.4. Go to your calculator. You have made 103.49. 20%
Yes.
of 103.49. If you go and punch your calculator, 20% of 103.49 will
It's
give you
20.7. 20.670. Yeah.
20.696. Now, by the
Yes.
time you take it out from your $29, that you see you are having you will see you'll be left with 8.3.
Yes.
Have you done the mathematics?
Yes, I'm doing it. Yeah, that's correct.
Now, just to prove to you that Royalq takes 20% of your profit from your asset, that is why you're seeing this. I want to say, if I would implore you, share your screen and do the mathematics, because some people are listening to see how their money is moving from their assets. 103. Go to your calculator.
On my phone?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Yeah, 103.
103.48.
Yeah.
Times 20%. That's times 0.20.
Yeah.
Now, this is the amount of USDT the Royalq will take from your asset. Now, by the time you say 29 minus 20.696, you know you have 29 USDT in your asset. 29 minus 20 points, you can see. No, do the math well. 29 minus,
okay.
Because some people will not understand this. 29, no. 29, you know you have 29 in your asset. 29 minus 20.696. Now you see?
Yeah.
Go to your Royalq.
Okay.
Go to your asset. Now this is why you are seeing 8.3.
Okay.
There's nothing like robot cheat you or carry your money to somewhere. He will show you how your money is moving.
Okay.
That's why I say Royalq. There is no business on Night Planet that you make money and you don't lose money and everything in your smartphone and the receipt of every transaction is here.
Okay, so that means this asset will continue going down as I make profit.
Yes.
So that means at a point in time, I will need to replenish.
Exactly.
Okay.
And
so
if you
replenishing
allow,
is inevitable.
now that's why you need to build a team. This $20.696 that is taken from your asset is given to your upline.
Okay.
Now, if you have a direct upline that is a V2 member and you are directly under him or her, the Royalq will give the person 30% of the $20.696.
Okay.
That's what he will see in his asset.
Yes. Okay.
That's if you decide to choose to sell Royalq, if you want to build a team.
Yes.
So as long as you are making profit, all this sale that you're seeing, red sale minus, is going to the person that you are directly under.
Okay.
That's why it's important to help people, because a lot of people don't have this information. They don't know this. Or some people started Royalq, floating loss drove them away. Now, if you at the top right corner of your screen, you see a setting icon. You can decide to adjust the setting, set a reminder so that Royalq will remind you. No, not this. Top right, you see a setting icon. Top right. You can decide to reduce it to $4, so that when you get to $4, it will remind you that you need to fund your asset.
Can I change it now?
Yes, you can. But just make sure that you fund your asset before it goes down to $2.
Okay. Let me put it at $5.
You say?
Let me put it at $5.
It's fine. So just to show it should remind you that once it gets to $5, Royalq should remind you. It's not as if it will stop working. I told you once it gets to $2, it will stop working. So that's why you need to fund. And maybe if you stop working and maybe the coin is pumping, that's why it's good to once in a while you check your asset.
Okay.
I want to believe I've answered your question.
Yes, you have. And if
We
I like,
actually,
I can go and put $100 in it.
It's fine if you like.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
So someone else is raising his hand. Muhammad.
Thank you very much.
Yeah. Okay, you're welcome. Muhammad Kudu Abubakar. Muhammad Kudu Abdul.
Yes, good evening, coach.
Yeah, good evening.
Yes, I wanted asking on this. I am having my asset 36.807 USDT, and this I go back to my reward details. I notice another 31 point. So I wanted getting it clear. What's the difference between this asset? I think you said something about asset is fueling. 20% will be deducted from fueling. So this reward details, like.
Now, the reason why you are seeing your asset with 30 something is because somebody activated using your link. That's anybody that uses your link to activate, that's where you see the $30. You're a viewer member. Anytime you find somebody use your link to activate, maybe you share your screen so that for the benefit of those listening. I actually thought today is Thursday, not knowing that it's Wednesday. We're supposed to have this session on Thursday, but because I have a commitment on Thursday, that's why I decided to shift the meeting to today. Is the mutable still on this call? Okay, I think she's not. Network have taken her, take her out. Share your screen.
Yes, sir. I'm doing that via my own. WhatsApp, sir.
Oh, okay. If you have not, maybe you just listen to what I will say, just so save time. Once somebody uses your link to activate, you will see $30 reflected in your reward detail. When you check on reward detail, you see $30. But where you are going to actually see the $30 for withdrawal is in your asset.
Okay.
You can withdraw the $30 from your asset to your Binance and use it to increase your capital. It depends. It's just up to you.
Okay.
Or you can decide to leave it there so that you can be you can be using it to fund as gas fee.
Okay.
Is that all?
So this $30 in reward is still the same thing in access.
I said somebody use your link to activate, you get $30. And the $30 is your asset.
Okay.
You see immediately somebody use your link now. If you are seeing 30 something, you will not see 60 something. Yeah. And it's not as if somebody is approving it. It's a robot. Once somebody activates, you see the money there. Using your link.
All right.
You can decide to withdraw from there to your Binance and use it to increase your capital.
Yes. Sorry, sir. Another question. I was listening. You were explaining about these strategy modes of bind, and I was expecting you reach this. There's this place, the circular and the one shot. So I don't know. Can you help me?
When you put it on one shot, you're telling the robot to sell. Once it sells the coin, you should not buy again.
Okay, that's if I'm on one shot.
Once it has once it sells from the fourth call to the first call.
Okay.
You remember they're using 20 margin call. It can be buying and selling from the 5th call to the 20th call.
No, sorry, sir. I'm on 7 margin call. I think it's magic 3.
If you are using magic 3, you are using 7 margin calls. It can be buying and selling 5th call from the 5th call to the 7th call. It can be buying and selling, buying and selling, buying and selling. But once it sells from the 4th call to the 1st call, you are telling the robot not to buy again. It should wait for you to go and play, to come and place another trade.
Okay, that's
that's on one shot.
Okay.
But if you put it on circle, the recommended capital for circle trading, where if you set it, is a continuous lifetime setting that you don't need to come and edit, whether it's bullish or bearish for the next 5 years. You want to set it so that you not be out of the market. 100% deep on Saku, you can decide to set it. Well, minimum capital you can use for that is $1,515
$1,515
per coin. And the more number of coins you trade, the better your profit.
Wow.
And you just set it, and you don't need to be looking at any trading view. In fact, you don't even need to download trading view. Delete to hell with trading view once you put it on Saku. But the profit you will make is minimum 5%, maximum 30% in a month. So that's it.
Thank you.
I hope I've answered your question.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Who else? Daylight. I think I should respond to Joseph before Daylight. Joseph, what's your question? King Joseph.
Yes. All right. Just like what you explained about gas fee. If I should set my reminder, maybe when $5 to remind me that my gas fee is actually going down. But if actually maybe there is a market, the market becomes so blossom, and the profit I made or the profit that is coming is the 20% is higher than what is there. Will I need to fund it immediately so that
the robot will not sell it to you? It will not work.
Okay.
That's why it's important to keep checking. But the best I will say is whatever profit you want to make, 20% of the profit, make sure you put it on your asset.
Okay. Okay.
So that you know that once you get to this profit, you know that your asset it has taken 20% of that profit from your asset.
Okay, that means always make sure that the gas, whatever you have there as your asset, you'll be able to take care of your gas fee or whatever of your profit.
Yes.
All right. Okay, sir. Thank you,
Anybody you see on Royalq and eventually he's not taking it serious, maybe probably he's taking Royalq for a ride, is because he doesn't understand trading view. You can't know trading view and go and put your money somewhere else. Once you understand the secret of trading view, you cannot do any other business again than Royalq. Well, you see doing Royalq jumping from one place to another, you don't understand trading view. You don't understand the power of Royalq.
Second question, though I chat it on the line, I just want to let me ask Fidley. With a capital of 200, can you trade with 2 coins?
Yes, you can use. You can decide to use Magic 3, $100.
Okay.
Minimum trading is $120. You can decide to use 120.
Okay. So all right. So I would like to how to set my trade so I'll be able to start email. I don't know how you.
You are not on. You subscribe to our YouTube channel. You will get the video there.
Sir?
Subscribe to our YouTube channel. Go and subscribe. If you subscribe,
all right.
Chat me up after the meeting. I will send you the video.
All right. Okay. Thank you, sir.
Queen BC, what's your question again?
I have 3 questions, I beg. On this Saku and one shot, I'm planning something big new. It means if I have $15,000.
If you have $15,000, just short, resign, fire your boss. Fire your boss. Just fire your boss and come give me a call.
I mean, I don't understand. If I have $15,000,
I think if you have $50,000, you can be making minimum 5 million every month if you're in Nigeria.
No, I mean 15, no, not 50. 15.
Yeah, $15,000.
Yes. Now, if I now pick 10 coins of 1,005, can I put all that 10 on Saku mode?
Of course.
And I won't need to be checking whether it's a magic 1 or 2 I want to use.
To hell with trading. We don't even download trading view.
Okay, so that is 1. If I get another $15,000 and I now decide to use one shot for those ones,
yes,
can Royalq accommodate that much?
Yes, of course.
Coach, I have something big coming new.
You are expecting
Hey,
something.
party.
Did I say you're about to
Hey.
fire your boss?
Eh?
Did I say you're about to fire your boss?
About to fire your boss.
No, my boss too. My boss too will chop from the commission now.
Oh,
Ah,
You know.
beautiful.
if you have that kind of money, just give me a call.
Okay, good.
I'll set it
Good.
up for you.
All right then. Okay. Okay. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Mm.
Okay, I think that's all. We're done with the questions. I'll just go straight to my chat. Do we have another question? Oh, Queen BC, you're still putting up your hand. Okay, I think that's all. I've answered the question. You could see the numbers. Anybody you see playing with Royalq is because he doesn't know what he's holding. It's just like a small baby, you give him gold to hold. He might end up throwing that gold in a well because he doesn't know what he's holding. That phone, that application on your phone, Binance and Royalq, they are like gold, but some people will just put it on their phone. They don't really know what it is. They're playing with it. It's just that with time, the knowledge is with time. Over time, you learn this. That's provided you keep sticking to the Zoom, even if you cannot attend Zoom, watch the recording. Anytime you see the new recording on the YouTube channel, watch it. And when you watch it, write down your question. Anytime you attend Zoom, ask those questions. That's how you learn. This knowledge we see us share, it took us 2-3 years to master it. You get, so you're getting it free of charge. You're not paying anything. Nobody's asking. Your own is just to pay attention. Just make sure you come to Zoom, ask your challenge, ask your question, or share your challenge. We'll find a solution to it. Now I'll go to my chat.
We have
If
some
I go,
questions in the
oh, okay. Somebody say, okay. Of course, there is no business like Royalq. Okay, there's nothing like Royalq on the whole 9 plan. There's nothing like Royalq. If any
absolutely.
if my trade is not doing well, can I stop them and re-strategize with new trade? Except you want to sell at a loss. But the best thing to do if your trade is not doing well, open margin calls. I think this guy will also share his testimony. King Aminu, if you're on this call, wait, you share your testimony, you decide to open margin call. If your trade is not doing well, maybe probably you have used a wrong setting, or probably you made a mistake, or you're calling, maybe you have a bad experience in the past, just open margin call with Magic One. I would recommend Magic One as the best style to open margin calls. If you have 320, open margin calls and go and relax yourself. Coach, is the BTC accumulation setting still valid? Since now, is it still time for accumulation before the boot? It all depends on you. If you want to do BTC accumulation, it all depends on you. I think I've not yet shared the settings. That is still a secret. But so far, I think we still have one setting I shared on my YouTube channel, on YouTube channel. But notwithstanding, I think I would have an Excel sheet on that too, so that it becomes easy for you to just plug in your capital and gives you what you're supposed to impute. King Aminu, in order to, before we close the session, I want to see that we end this session 10:30. You can share your testimony.
All right, sir. Good evening.
Yeah, good evening. You're the co-host. You can share your screen and share your testimony.
Okay. Can you see my screen, sir?
Yes, I can, you're still loading. You can see your screen now. If you're on this call, stay to the end. I'm going to share how to analyze coin. I used to do that at the end. That's our tradition. At the end of the class session, that's when I share how to analyze coin. So you stay to the end and get that information. As I keep doing it, like I used to say, as I keep doing it, the tactics will keep sticking to your mind, pending when you become a master of it. King Aminu, so this is your trade. So far, you have made $341.
Yes,
I don't know
sir.
what strategy you're using. Go back to your trade strategy setting. Let me see.
I'm using Magic 2 and Magic 3. So this is my strategy setting.
Tap on strategy. No, I mean, okay, no, not this place. Go back. Strategy. So you see, you are using strategy. No, strategy. Just tap on strategy and stay there. So far, you are trading BCH, GRT, 1
Yes,
inch.
sir.
You cannot come by yourself, isn't it?
Absolutely, sir. Yes.
Okay, wow, that's great. That's fine. So you keep it up and keep enjoying yourself. But mind you, I would suggest that magic one. Somebody is asking me, it depends. All the magic are okay,
Okay.
all right. But
Yes.
once I would recommend anybody I would ask me, share magic one with the person. Any newbie that is coming to your team, make sure you use magic one for him because it's 20 margin calls and it covers for 30%.
Sir, the issue of magic one is that it's more stronger. We know that, sir, according to what you thought of. But the issue is that majority of the newbie, they don't want to. They may think maybe what we are introducing them to is like Ponzi scheme. So they want to give a small child with little amount. They don't want to put big money like $300. And you know, magic 3 is 320, minimum of 320.
So it's fine.
Maximum.
Anyhow you want it.
Yes, sir. So gradually, like I knew someone who was my downline. He started with little amount. Gradually, he added more than 1 million. So I think that strategy is more advisable, sir.
No, it's fine. It depends on how you want to do that. Thank you.
Okay.
So I'll quickly share my screen and go straight to trade.
Do I need to make you a host, sir?
No, you don't need to.
Okay, sir.
Now, if you can see my screen, this is Gala. Still loading. This is Gala. You can see it's still loading. Now, this is Gala. Oh, this is Ref, sorry. Now, this is Gala on 1 day. Let's say I want to trade Gala on 1 day. Now, what do I look for? What do I watch out for? The first thing you watch out for is stochastic. Where is the stochastic? You can see the stochastic is between 0 and 20, is 7, between 0 and 20. And apart from that, the blue line that you're seeing that moves like a snake is touching the green line, telling you that it's already on the buy region. When I say buy region, people will also start to use Binance Exchange, depending on which exchange you're using, to buy the coin. And when they are buying, the price will go up. You need to ensure that the blue line is touching the green line or pointing up, right? It's good. It's best when it's pointing up, but you ensure that here is between 0 and 20. That's when you enter. That's one, which has been met. And apart from that, if it's an uptrend, 0 at the top, 100 at the bottom, indicators help us to make our life easy. Once you see 0 at the top, 100 at the bottom, it means you're an uptrend, right? Now, you need the candle to come and touch the 50% line or the 61.8% line. If you have watched our previous video, that is the second condition on the auto Fibonacci. As you can see, it has touched what? The 50% line, which is this line. It has touched it. So even if it doesn't touch, it's either it touched the 50% or the 61.8%, which it has touched. That's the second condition. The third condition is on the Bollinger Band. This is an uptrend. Now, an uptrend that goes up like this, it comes down. This orange line that you're seeing on the Bollinger Band, you can decide to use the Bollinger Band as support and resistance. Support and resistance. Now, what am I saying? What am I saying? If you look at this, let me show you guys. I can remove this. Now, this is the Bollinger Band. The candles, the orange line in between the three, in the middle of the three lines. You see there are three lines. We have a blue line, we have a orange line, and you have a blue line. Now, this one at the middle is the 20 EMA moving average. All these grammars, forget about it. I don't too much bother with terminology because a newbie that is hearing 20 EMA, what does 30 EMA, standard deviation, all those, just know that once you see a Bollinger Band, the candles moving inside the Bollinger Band, they are moving inside the Bollinger Band, as you can see now. Now, you can decide to expand your chart, expand it and look at it very well. Now, once you see this orange line moving in a horizontal way, like this, you see it like this, you know that that's the ranging market. When I say ranging market, it's moving sideways market, like this, moving like this. That is sideways market. Now, you can pick your horizontal, oh, sorry. You can still see my screen, right? Can you guys still see my screen?
No, sir.
No.
Nope, nothing.
Now, what I'm showing you guys, as you keep attending the Zoom, it will stick to your mind. You can't just attend one and grab it. It depends on your brain. But what we're saying here is, as you keep consistency, keep attending the Zoom or keep watching the YouTube videos, that's how it will stick to your mind. Now, the reason why you see me having this horizontal line, why do I draw it there? Now, see where the candle has touched, which is the 50% line, right? But if you look at it, is this line, if you in your house, when you have a ball, a small ball, and you throw it up, this roof is referred to as resistance. It will resist the ball from going further. The floor is your support. It will stop once the ball hits the floor, it will go up. When it hits the ceiling, it will come down. That is support and resistance. Now, use that philosophy, use that idea here. Now, if you look at my screen very well, as the candle was coming down like this, the price is coming down like that, it hit this horizontal line and started going up. You can see the green candle started going up again. This one is referred to as key level support. You see another one again, it was coming down like this, and it hits this area and it goes up again. Once you have more than two support, you can call that area, that area as key level. See another one, it was going up like this, and it hit this area, it came down with, you see a red line, a red candle. That is resistance. Now, because of this line is a key level, as the candle was coming down again, this line is referred to as, this area is referred to as a key level. You can see it's reacting to the key level. It's going up. Now, this is a very good trade if you're on Gala, although some people pick this Gala. Once you open margin call, once your trade goes beyond 25%, open more margin calls. You should be happy that it's even going down, because it will buy, as it's buying, it will be selling. Now, as you can see, now this is a key level, and it's reacting to the key level, the current candle. The next thing it will do is to go up. Now, as you have identified the key level, first thing is to identify the key level. As you have used this using the Bollinger Band, because of the way the Bollinger Band is moving, it makes you to identify key level easily, and or identify sideways market easily without any stress. Now, as you can see, I have identified it. The next thing I do is just to pick my price range. Now, what about the resistance? If you look at it, I can decide to pick my horizontal line. You see, it hits this area. See it? Now, if you look at what I did here, it hit this area and came down as it was going up. It hit this area and came down. Right? And here too, as it was going up, it hit this area and came down. So this area, you can call them resistance. It was going up like this, it hit this area and came down again. This is another resistance. So you have three resistance. So this one you also call, also call it key level. Why? It hit this area and came down. But this is just an addition to what you have confirmed with your stochastic and auto Fibonacci. It's just an addition, making sure that the three indicators are speaking the same language. Now, for easier, I'm just going further. Sometimes I don't want to talk too much because some people might ask, this thing is too hard. When will I know this? This thing. We try to see that we share the information and try explain it in a way that at least you will get something. If you don't want to stress yourself, you don't want to know all this thing, you don't want to know the support, you can decide to say, I'm using this orange line as support and resistance. This orange line, I'm using it. Because what I just did now, not everybody will understand. But what I'm going to do, showing you now, everybody should be able to get something. You see this orange line, I will decide to use it as support and resistance. Once I see the candle is an uptrend, like you can see in this case, it will come down to touch the orange line before it goes up. As you can, sometimes it can break the orange line. That's orange line. As it's coming down, the orange line can serve as support. It can touch the orange line, which is the 20 EMA, and go up. But as it's touching the orange line, I can decide to wait, even if it touch the orange line, wait for the candle to come back and touch 50 or 61.8 area. As you can see, it has touched the 50 area, 50% area. It has break the orange line, which can serve as a support for it to go up. It breaks it and come down further to touch the 50% line. And in that 50% line, you can see it's going up. It's trying to reject that area. Now, if it's an uptrend, since I know that I can use that orange line as a resistance, I will just go and pick my price range, measure to the orange line. This is one, the measure to the orange line, because I know that if it's going up, if we touch the orange line, is a resistance. You can see 6%, cool 6%. You get, I'm using the orange line as support and resistance. And as I'm measuring up, before it touch the orange line, I'll stop before it touch the orange line, 5%, and I'm out. Or if it's an uptrend, I can use the auto Fibonacci, measure to 23.6% line, 10%, I'm out. But remember, you don't need to be greedy in these markets. I'm not saying if you take 10%, you are greedy. It depends on your ability to be patient and wait for it to sell. If you're the kind of person that don't have that patience to wait, you just pick your 5% and you're out. I can take 5% 2 times, that's still 10%. That's why you see most of our signal don't go beyond. You hardly see us post more than, I hardly see me post more than 5%. So that's it. You can decide to use the orange line as support and resistance. If it's an uptrend, if the Fibonacci is telling you that it's an uptrend, you can just wait for the candle to come and touch the orange line. As it touches the orange line, then you now look, if it's an uptrend, where do you need to enter? Which is the 50% line or the 61.8% line? I think I have another trade. Example is ARB. ARB is another trade. ARB. ARB is another trade. I think I posted this ARB. You see it? You see it? Now, this is 1 day and it's an uptrend. 0 at the top. 1 day. You can trade in 1 day, 4 hour, or 1 hour. Those are the 3 time frame I trade. One, T is an uptrend. You see the stochastic, you see it, and is what? 0, between 0 and 20. You see it? Queen BC, are you seeing what I'm saying? What I'm showing you guys? Queen
Yes.
BC, King Aminu, Queen Tinker. I don't know. Queen Tinker. Is it Tinker
Yes,
also?
yes, sir, we are here.
Okay, so I want to believe you guys are following up. Now you see it. Now this is an uptrend, right? As it's an uptrend, I'll just wait for the candle to come and touch the orange line. You can see it touches the orange line, which is the support. But yet, it still break the support and went further. But as it broke the further and went further, it stopped at what? 61.8, right? If I've entered at this 50, it would have bought some margin calls and it's going up now, it will be selling. Either you enter at the 50 or the 61.8. Now, when you are measuring, how do you measure your take profit? Like I say, you can, if you are using the orange line as a support, if you have entered around this place now, if you are using it as support, you see, you would have made your 2% and you're out. But if you decide to say, I'm not going to use it, sorry, if you're using the orange line, if you're measuring up as resistance, you are out 2.5%, you have made your 2.5% and you're out. But if I'm not using the orange line, I want to use the auto Fibonacci as my take profit. If it's an uptrend, you can measure to the 23.6% line. You can see that's the max area you can measure to and stop if you're using the auto Fibonacci. This 38 is a resistance. This is also a resistance, but it could get to this place and you're out. But if you're using the orange line as you're measuring, you stop and you're out 2.5%. You're out now. It's that simple. Now, if you don't get it, don't worry. Just keep attending him. Every time I do this, there are 3 to 5 ways of using this Bollinger Band together with the Fibonacci and stochastic. But I think I've been sharing, if you observe, I've been sharing two style, which is the support and resistance, as well as the double top. The double top, I was saying like this. See me draw something like this. Or the double bottom, if it's a downtrend. This is an uptrend. So once it comes here, the next thing you do, you should go back here and come down. It's just that some of us, we don't have that patience. They want to see the coin quickly sell off completely. It all depends on your patience. If you're the kind of person that don't have patience, just take your 2%, 5%, you're out. But if you have that patience and understand what you're doing, you can decide to pick your 5, 10% and relax for it to sell. So thank you very much for attending. I want to believe I've done justice to warehouse mode, sub-beam mode, and sub-beam real-time settlement. Remember, Royalq still remains the best business you can do. So long as cryptocurrency exists, Royalq exists, right? It's still the best business in the whole 9 planets. You don't need a certificate to get started. You don't need a CAC certificate, which is called certificate that if you want to register your business in Nigeria, you need a CAC certificate. Sometimes you need to know someone that knows someone to get that certificate. You don't need anything. In fact, you don't need a school degree, secondary school start to get started in Royalq. All you just need is a smartphone and internet, and you're good to go. You don't need any connection. Smartphone and internet, you're good to go to make your money. So that's why I still remain the best business in the whole night. And there's nothing like I lost money. If you have experience, if you've had a bad experience in the past, okay, daylight. Before I forget, daylight.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, I'm still available.
Okay, you want to place a trade. How much do you have to place a trade? So that I'll place a trade for those that are listening. You can play. How much do you want to trade?
I only have $200.
$200. So I would recommend you use Magic 3 because I didn't mean it's up to 300 or 320. I would recommend you use Magic 1 to trade because it's 20 margin calls and it covers for 30% tip. But since you don't, you use Magic 3. And Magic 3, if you have $200, if you go and get the Excel sheet, I think I will just help you so that you'll be fast. Time is fast spent. If you have the Excel sheet, let me check it out. Queen Temitope and Queen Tinker, I think you guys will close the session for us at the end. I think Temitope is not on this call now. Oh, okay, she's still there. You guys will close the session for us at the end, so you stay behind and do that. You can share your screen.
Okay.
Let's quickly place a trade. If you're on this call and you want to see how a trade is being placed, wait and see a live trade. We pick a coin for him. Share your screen.
Okay.
You're still waiting for you.
All right, I'm trying to share now. Oh my God. Can you see my screen now?
Yeah, we can go straight to your Royalq.
All right. Yes, yeah.
Are you using an Android?
Yes.
Go straight to mine. Tap on mine. Have you bind your robot to your Binance?
Yes, I've done that already.
It's still loading.
Okay.
I don't know why it's not showing. Your screen is still loading. I'm yet to see it.
I think we have a video, a 6-minute video that shows how you can place a trade.
Okay.
If you want me to send the video to you so that you watch it and place a trade by yourself.
Okay, sir. You can also see it now.
Yeah, I'll send it to you now as soon as I end the call because time is fast spent and I'm supposed to go into the first.
That's all right.
I'll send it to you. You can trade without analyzing coin.
All right.
I'll send you that video. I think it's on our YouTube channel. I'll get it and send it to you. As I'm ending the call, as we're ending this call now. So, Queen Tinka and Queen Temitope, you guys can close the session for us.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Coach Salisu, for your wonderful contribution and input. For explaining strategy mode, whole warehouse, sub-bin mode, real-time settlement. We believe that as we go, we're going to learn every thing that you have given us. And the come next Zoom meeting, we're going to have testimonies flowing left and right. Thank you, everyone, for joining tonight's section, and have a wonderful night. Good night, everyone.
Good night. Thank you, everyone. See you next time.
Thank you very much. God bless you all.
Amen.
God bless you, leader.
Thank you.
Good night, everyone. Thank you.
Thank you, Coach. Thank you, everyone. Good night.
Yes, sir.